Last week was Reali's 13th anniversary. We started way back in 2008, me and my friend John Fox, and we were roommates at the time. Started out of our townhome and had no idea what we were doing at all. We didn't know how to run a business. We didn't even really know a lot about the industry we were getting into. We just knew technology and we wanted to help people. And so we thought, we'll start this and see where it goes. All we had at the beginning were his truck and my laptop, and his grandma gave us a little bit of money just to buy a printer and some business cards, like the most basic supplies. And so we printed out some flyers and started going door to door. And we just did the most basic AV services at the time, mounting TVs and even doing computer support for people. In the beginning, we would just kind of do anything to make 50 bucks and do little wiring jobs for people and running stuff in attics. And as time went on, we'd get some bigger projects and stuff, and we kind of learn as we went. So we'd be in somebody's house mounting a TV, and they'd be like, "Hey, can you hook up one of those whole house music systems?" And we'd be like, "Sure, we can," and figure it out as we went on people's jobs, on their homes. And so we kind of added services to our repertoire over time as we did that. And for the first few years there, didn't make any money at all. I remember that very first December, actually, we each made exactly $295, and it was tough. But at the time, neither of us were married, and so we didn't have, mortgages and kids and spouses and families to support, and so we didn't need a lot, but we didn't make a lot either. Those first few years, we almost don't count because we didn't know what we were doing, and it was after a little while, it was still just the two of us, and we were at least getting by and making a little bit of money, but still didn't really know about the business side of running a business, and ended up getting in touch with our now friend James, who was a business consultant at the time, and he taught us how to grow the business, how to hire people and how to delegate and how to think about things differently. And we grew, and the next 2 years after working with him, we doubled in size and sales, and we hired some people, and then we doubled again the year after that, and started really learning about running a business and growing and offering more services, started figuring out how to market things and get the type of jobs we actually wanted to get, and started to just get a better vision for what this company looked like that we were creating. And so time went on, and things were going well. And John, we were about 10 years in, and we sat down one day and he talked about that he was kind of starting to get some interest in maybe pursuing something different outside of Rely. And so we worked through that together. And now he's exited the business and started a successful coaching company where he helps other business owners like we were, where when James came along and helped us to grow and succeed, he's now doing the same thing for other people. And then I, in 2019, went and grew the company and moved it into the showroom that we have now, and also expanded it to a second market in Charleston, South Carolina with my brother, Jonathan. He worked here for about 5 years with John and I, actually, and then moved down there and started the second branch of Rely down there, and have a lot of vision for the future and want to keep growing it, want to keep expanding and innovating, and don't think I would be happy doing anything else. A lot of people don't know why we picked the name Rely Technology. It's because the company was founded on Christian values. And so the slogan that we actually had with the title in the very beginning when we founded the company was, "You rely on us, we rely on him." And that is still true today because life apart from God is way too complicated. And so I constantly rely on him for wisdom every day to figure out how to grow this thing, how to succeed, how to make it better, how to help people and serve people that work with me and the clients we get to serve. And life without him is no life at all. So that's how we got the name. I would just encourage any other entrepreneurs starting out to, it's hard at first because you have to do everything. You do the invoices and the installation and sales, and it's a lot to keep up with, but stick with it. That's the biggest thing that I would say is, over the years, we saw a lot of ups and downs. There were years where we thought the company would not make it, and when payroll was the next day and we didn't have the money and we had to figure out what to do about it, and then there were years where it was fun and we had money coming in and jobs coming in, and it sort of ebbs and flows, business growth. And sometimes it feels like it's one step forward and two steps back, but you just got to stick with it. And that's the biggest advice I would give to anybody starting out now is find what you love to do and just keep moving forward.